Welcome to the Dearly Discarded podcast. I'm Jared St. Clair, and I am really excited to present this podcast to you because we've got four people here who've never been recorded together talking about their experiences with the clinical trials for the COVID-19 vaccines. Olivia, let's jump over to you. Which trial did you participate in?
Moderna.
Okay, and when was that?
I had my second dose September 28th, 2020.
Okay, and off the first dose, did you have any reactions?
With the first dose, I did have an arm pain that didn't go away, and I was not able to lift my arm up completely, like when undressing and stuff. So with the second dose, I had what they call the normal symptoms of fever and just feeling like you're coming down with the flu. And at 3 days, I actually started to feel better. At day 4, I woke up and I was sick all over again, like really sick. Like I knew something was wrong. I had extreme head pressure. I had stuttering, twitching, off balance, dropping things, blurry eyesight, confusion, not remembering how to spell my last name.
How did it progress after day 4?
At the worst, 2 weeks. And I would say that some of those symptoms have never completely resolved. Like my mind isn't as sharp as it was before at all, and I still have fatigue. The bad neurological symptoms lasted about 2 weeks. And as they faded, I began to realize how bad my shoulder and my arm was, and I couldn't move it anymore, and I became crooked like this. My regular doctor said, you need an MRI of your shoulder. And I told Coastal Carolina Research Center that even though they admitted that I shouldn't have got the second shot and that my arm was injured from the shot, that they wouldn't help me. They asked Moderna 3 times for an MRI, and Moderna wouldn't help. So I had to wait months in order to be able to get one. And when I did get the MRI, it showed that I did have high-grade damage, I believe February 4th or February 5th. I had my shoulder surgery. And shoulder surgery is a big deal. You have to sleep sitting up for a month. You have to stay in the sling for 6 weeks. You're never the same. My shoulder still hurts. And this shoulder hurts from overcompensation. And that was after, months of agony. I would have nerve pain all through here in my clavicle, like something was like an ice pick was just stabbing you like every 3 seconds. And then I get another skin test, and it shows T-cell lymphoma. So this was just like 6 weeks ago. So that's where I am now. I didn't have T-cell lymphoma before, and I do now. T-cell lymphoma is it's where your T cells turn malignant. And your T cells live in your lymph nodes. You have T cells, B cells, and NK cells. So my T cells have turned cancerous. And I'm going through lots of tests now because of that. I just had an endoscopy Friday. I had to have a uterine biopsy. I had to stop taking the hydroxychloroquine so I could start taking this drug for the T-cell lymphoma. It will make your hair fall out. So that's happening.
Did anybody diagnose you with any type of a mental health issue based on your symptoms?
Not to my face, but
it's a good thing too.
I was little records of that ER visit that I had when I was, having the confusion and stuff. And it says in there, major depressive disorder. It says that in there, but I've never seen a psychiatrist ever.
So that just ended up in your chart?
Yeah.
Out of who knows where, huh? Okay. Olivia, what was the response from the group that was conducting the trial where you did yours?
I've never even attempted to reach out to Moderna. Coastal Carolina Research Center is just like the middleman. I
Mhm.
haven't asked Moderna for anything since I asked them for an MRI and they didn't supply it. And I made a couple of VAERS reports and never heard anything back.
So you haven't heard from any government entity?
No.
Okay.
And my adverse reaction wasn't in the report submitted to the FDA for emergency use. It wasn't in there. They had a couple of little things listed, but my event wasn't in there. I didn't want people to suffer the same fate that I did. Um, I just want people to know that this is really true. It's a lot of strange things going on in the world now, and we need to hold everyone who's involved in forcing people to get these things accountable.
There's a whole lot more that we don't know than what we do know, it seems. But thank you, Olivia, for sharing your story. There's a lot there to unpack for sure.